DTP, Doctoral Training Program, it's a program that happens every term where everyone from all the schools, they get together and the research team have put together a series of seminars and workshops that allow us to think about our research outside of our own internal processes.
It didn't just give me a tool, it's teach me how to change my mind, how to position myself, and even how to position my research. It's really helped me reorganize it, to mapping it out. To mapping my mapping out. It's really important to me. You never know who's speaking or something gonna drag you out from your logic loop.
Hearing about Viva exam prep or confirmation exam prep, and when there's been other students or other candidates who've gone through that process and they've been invited to talk, I think that's been really, really useful because you kind of hear how somebody else has managed it.
You're sculpting your ideas throughout the years. You have that one main frame, and what the DTP program does is just keep you kind of tethered to your research. It makes sure that you fulfill the structural requirements while also expanding where your research can go and where it will be going and where it has been.
Sometimes people come to do a PhD, they can be, methods, methodologies, literature reviews, they can be kind of a little bit intimidating. And so actually having them, again, breaking it down, presenting it, they give you real skills. So I'd say they're really essential because they help with the foundations and set you off on a great path. And even then as a later stage, to come back and be refreshed and continually look at it with new eyes and with new peers was great.
In terms of referencing tools, thesis formatting, methods and methodologies, these have been really, really useful in helping me kind of manage my research, but also the sessions on the more kind of formal sessions on APR, confirmation, expectations and guidelines and ethics, just because they have helped me address what the milestones are and what the expectations are.
I thought that the Lego workshop was really exciting because we often don't get to be tactile with each other. I can't remember making things with other people from different schools during my time in my PhD so far.
You start to really think about keywords and key phrases and actually what is really relevant if you're trying to put across an idea or a concept to a new audience or an audience that you maybe aren't familiar with your research. It made you think a little bit. So yeah, it was really good actually building these models and then presenting.
It's useful when the person who's kind of delivering that session is there, so you can ask questions. And also sometimes I think when others ask questions that you might not have thought about, it's kind of useful to hear responses to that. When you're physically there, in person, you are engaging with your community and you meet people from different schools. And I have just built so many valuable relationships through DTP because of that.
By attending these skills and the training, I've really been able to employ the methods that they've given us and then kind of tailored them to my own research, which has helped a lot and helped in kind of shaping the project, and especially at that kind of early stages. Because we're such a big cohort and there's so many schools, and this is a real opportunity to share your research, to share ideas, knowledge with different disciplines, different departments. For me, that's the most exciting.
I would describe the Doctoral Training Week in 3 words as reflection, community, and support. I love the fact that Professor Haller is there, the university, the admin, they're present. You get some tutors and supervisors. So it really feels that you're not in this big building and just at it alone.
Treat each session as an opportunity. Even something that seems really procedural and administrative can be really helpful.
Please take advantage of the referencing that Tom provides through the library service. Please take advantage of any close reading opportunities. Please take advantage of research question development.
Just keep it open and keep listening to the other people, your peers, your supervisors, and the other people's opinion. Maybe sometimes they're not useful for now, but maybe in the future it's going to be. But the first thing is to clear your mind and to really know what you want to do, who you are,